The ancient Egyptians might be jealous because the US just flipped a pyramid upside down. The new food pyramid is here and we're gonna climb it. Plus, it's almost Valentine's Day. How do our chef guests celebrate or rue the day? And a 70-year-old Italian man pulled a legendary long con of long cons, which had us wondering, what if you pretended to like eating for way too long? These hot stories and my super cool friends are all on today's episode. I'm Aarti Sequeira, and welcome to Around the Table. Love is in the air. Valentine's Day is almost here, and it's the shortest month, so I'd love to keep this intro short too. The best table is a table full of guests you love, so let me introduce today's guests and my friends. My first guest is the Abe Froman's Abe Froman, the sandwich and jardinera king of Chicago. It's Jeff Mauro.
Oh, hello.
I had to look up who Abe Froman was, and Jeff nearly defriended me.
Well, I got a random text from Aarti saying, I have to ask you a question. I'm like, oh boy. She's like, do you know who Abe Froman? I'm like, of course. Yeah, like who doesn't know who Abe Froman, the fictional character, is? And then we
exactly.
So I evidently won Bren the argument with just by that answer.
Yes, my husband was very happy, yeah. And everything old becomes new again. My old friend, the new-fashioned Southern soul, Damaris Phillips.
I don't know who Abe Froman is. I was going to Google it. I have no idea. If I could Google on my phone as quick as I needed to, I would right now.
It's a Ferris Bueller reference.
Yes.
And last but not least, my favorite recovering picky eater, one day at a time, y'all, works if you work it, Nikki Dinki.
Woo! I also have no idea. Now I know. I've learned something new today.
Well, welcome all of you to Around the Table. Our first topic, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration loves triangles. The new FDA food pyramid looks a lot like the 1992 edition, except upside down. Grains got the major demotion, and red meat and fat had the biggest level up. Panel, give me your first impressions. How does this new eating plan do it better or worse than the previous advice? Let's go with Jeff. I feel like you have some thoughts.
Huge thoughts on this. First off, nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention or governing their life. Nobody cares.
Oh my God.
People just want to talk about it, but they're not. Nothing is dictated by this pyramid in how they perceive food or how they eat food, right? Through the course of a day. So I feel I live by this new pyramid, this code of this new pyramid, way more than the old pyramid. I think it's healthier as someone who values in a household that values whole foods and meat and vegetables and good fats over a loaf of bread and butter, which I love, at least once or twice a week. But I don't think this is a bad thing to eat more animal protein and more good vegetables and less processed foods. I don't know how you can argue a case against that unless you're lobbying for, one of the big guys.
Nikki, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it seems very obvious to us. I think there are some people, though, that like a little guidance. Geez, Jeff. But I think what I like about it most is that, this new pyramid, this overall shift, which a lot of us have already been shifting in this direction of the more protein, the less, whatever. But I think it's really good because it actually helps our school system. So I've been doing a lot of work trying to change the school and the way that we feed our kids through the school system. And we have so many regulations that you can't have a whole milk, milk. You have to have a skim milk. You can have something that's sugar free, but you can't, it's things that just don't really make sense anymore. We're afraid of fats. We're afraid of these things. So I think that it's a good shift because it kind of helps us maybe change some of those things that are outdated. But just eat your vegetables and a little bit of meat. And, it makes sense to me.
I think where it helps the most is exactly like what Nikki is talking about with schools. But then also I think it helps with underserved communities when you're talking about giving out government assistance at all for food. So it changes the allotment of money that you can get. So if you're saying that you can buy enough food for a family on this amount of money, but you're telling them that you need this amount of proteins, it will help make it so that is more attainable for people, so that we're not only able to buy highly processed or cheap foods. So hopefully like that will help a little bit. But also I just think a little bit, I agree with Jeff in that nobody pays attention. And the problem is that we're already on an obsession with protein fix right now. Like everyone is so on the protein, like they're just drinking all the juice for protein.
But I hear protein is out and fiber is in. So maybe fiber is the next thing.
Yeah, but fiber needs to be in.
You need both. Yeah.
Yeah. We need both, but nobody's like, you know what I'm getting? 79 grams of fiber today.
Pooping 3 times a day.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I am very clear on 100 grams of protein and 25 grams of fiber. And that's why I drink my stinking basil seeds in my water. So I get 14 grams right there. But yeah, I think it's interesting that, it felt like that pyramid was out of date, right? For most people that I know, we were already not eating in that way. So I get what Jeff is saying, but yeah, I think hopefully it will help in a shift in policy. Here's a follow-up for you. You all are food experts. That's why people are listening to this show. Is this food pyramid more delicious? How does it taste?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I think so. I think the new food pyramid, though, requires some assembly. You know what I mean? Like, I think this inverted version is it's just a lot harder to get those, ingredients in you without fabricating in some way. Whereas it was so processed before that you could just rip open a bag and eat. So this is, this is more fun, I think, and hopefully it gets people in the kitchen.
It's more delicious, maybe a little... Yeah, maybe a little less realistic for a lot of families, right?
Yeah.
We're already, by the way, if we've been eating in this way, this is old news for us, right? You're like, I got to cook again. What do you think, Damaris and Nikki, either one of you?
It's interesting because
think it's more delicious?
Yeah, you mentioned Aarti at the beginning that I was a picky eater, and I was so picky that my mom stopped cooking for me when I was 10 years old, and I cooked for myself. And so that resulted in me not eating a single vegetable or protein, those two top things on the pyramid, until I was in my 20s. And so when I look at this, I actually remember the food pyramid so well from being a kid. And I loved that there were so many carbs, because that's all I ever wanted was plain pasta and bread in every different form. So there's a part of me that we were talking about kids just looks back and I'm like, oh, I want my carbs though. But of course, at this point in my life, I realize that this is the better way. So, I mean, yes, it is more delicious, especially if you know how to handle yourself in the kitchen. But there's like a small part of me that just wants to eat pasta 24/7 for every meal.
100%.
Yes. Me too. No.
I know.
I had a cousin, Joey, who since passed because he would only eat pasta.
What?
And he died, in his 60s, but he was like, frail.
Oh, okay. I'll eat a variety of foods. Okay.
He was a noodle. He was a walking noodle.
Very little. Yes. Thank you. Dry. He was like walking noodle combined with some dry pasta. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. I shouldn't laugh at that.
I'm sorry to laugh either. We are sorry for your loss. But we should eat a variety of foods. We've learned our lesson.
Bring it down. All right. Damaris, what do you think? Do you think it's more delicious?
I don't think so. I don't eat a lot of animal products, so it's hard to get enough protein. I eat a lot of beans. I eat so many beans. So for me to get enough protein on this new pyramid, it's just going to be bean-tastic. Because I love the animals, I'm eating less and less meat every day.
You know what's interesting is that there's actually no beans shown. There's no beans. Why would they show green beans?
Because green beans are a protein. But green beans are actually a legume.
Okay, fine. They should have more beans on.
I know, but I think the beans are actually under the vegetable category.
They should be. Well, and then you have to the interesting thing with that, though, is if you eat the beans, then you have to combine it with rice, which is a starch to make
a whole protein.
So then You're living in a star shape, Damaris.
Ooh, I like that.
You're pulling from one end to the other end. And that was a delicious round of conversation, my friends. My pyramid of panelists is the tastiest of all. Are you guys jealous? I hope so. But only one of your takes was the pyramid peak. And I'm going to give it to Nikki because I had not thought about it from that standpoint. Although I always love a curmudgeonly take, Jeff.
That's why I'm here.
Jeff, you didn't have a chance.
So you get an old Egyptian geezer sticker. Get it? Geezer. and Damaris, here's a Pastafarian protester sticker. For our listeners, he's holding a little sign that says, "Do not mess with us." He's mad, but he's so cute. Get it?
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
Dough.
Next up, it's Valentine's Day, and for most folks, it's time to get romantic and often gastronomic. Gastro-romantic, maybe. But food is always a stressful aspect of an already pressure-laden holiday for some. Panel, what's your pitch for best Valentine's Day meal? Steak dinner, oysters and ginseng, go.
I like I'll take it, a filet, a nice filet, a nice starch, and a nice vegetable, maybe a nice salad, one to two glasses of wine, and I think that's perfect. In house, not going out.
Damaris, I saw you gushing over being romantic. What's your Valentine's Day meal?
So I don't love. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I like to do the sex before I eat. For Valentine's Day.
Oh, I'm with you.
100%.
I was
gonna say
always.
All of the food now, the older I get, the more I'm like, oh, I'm a little gassy, or I'm like, I'm feeling a little bloated. Like the least sexy of all time. So I'm just gonna say that for me, the older I get, the less Valentine's Day is associated with food, because food doesn't always make me feel sexy. And on Valentine's Day, I want to feel very like romantic and, maybe a little coffee in bed, And no coffee, even that. I'm 100.
I don't know about the coffee, Damaris.
No, at night.
I think that's going to end well.
No, I meant in the morning.
Lock it done.
Maybe beforehand.
Oh, you've got a whole Valentine's Day, the entire day of activities.
The thing that Jeff said that felt like safe to me was like a salad. I was like, ooh, yeah. Really? Bro. But I would say, I'm going to say it. When we do have Valentine's Day, I like to go out. To we go to Mediterranean a lot. And I know you're supposed to be at home, and it's it's amateur hour, blah, blah, blah. But I love going out.
Yeah. I don't think there's any shit about it. In fact, I think especially for people that cook for a living, to have a night where you're not expected to perform, that makes sense. What do you think, Nikki?
Yeah, no, listen, I like going out. You guys can cook for me anytime, whoever you are, all you restaurant folk, I'll take it. I spent so many Valentine's Day with my husband when we were first dating in the city. We live in New York City. And, I was always in the service industry. And so we would always go out after Valentine's Day, which saved him some real money. Let's just say that. But I like the idea of being a little wined and dined. We don't have that option as much with 3 kiddos. So now it's a little bit more like make the fun happen in all the ways, as Damaris also was saying, So I like sex. We're talking about sex, Jeff. Sexual.
I don't know if I was was I?
Okay, we're going to have to put a rating on this one. I keep saying this is this is how families are made.
Yes.
Damaris started
it's family friendly in that way.
Sorry about that. But no, now I find that I will kind of show my love for my husband by making something for him that I don't usually make, which usually involves some sort of protein. I'm more like Damaris. I don't eat a ton of meat, so I don't make it as much anymore. So I will do a duck breast or a lamb chop, maybe some lobster. So it's definitely making the effort, but for me, that's kind of a gift. And so I'm okay with it. And he'll open the good bottle of wine, and it's nice. But I agree with Damaris. I like to celebrate. I like the opportunity to go the extra mile. Sometimes we need that catalyst to make us, do it.
For people who are watching that don't work in the restaurant world or in food service, can you help, what is Valentine's Day like for for you when you work in food service or you work in the restaurants. Because it feels like a great opportunity because, like Damaris and Nikki said, a lot of people go out. But on the other hand, that's a lot of very specific, high standard people coming in wanting a very specific meal, right?
I think it's a ton of pressure. Yeah.
It's a Saturday this year, which is the worst. You know, like that's the hardest.
That's a lot of pressure.
Normally you would have 4 tops, 6 tops, 8 tops, and now your entire restaurant's filled with 2 tops.
2 tops. Yeah.
So you're like, oh,
Really.
good. Oh, good. Uncomfortable conversations all around.
You're just trying to turn them over. And I think the back of the house is a little surlier than usual, I would say.
Yes.
It's and the front of the house too, but the back, they're like, you know,
I don't
these
care.
people aren't going to come back. They're just going to try this once, or it's their favorite restaurant and they're a regular and you're going to make it extra special. But I don't know. I feel like the odds are almost stacked against the diner, you know, because I just visualize going there and everybody's like, you know, around the hostess station, and you're like, everybody's waiting for that table and you're hungry and you want it perfect. It's just like, oh, it's so much pressure, you know, and the restaurant feels it too.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like the stakes are high. Everyone's stakes are high on the same day. Everyone has gone, and a lot of people do go to a new spot, something that they maybe is like at a higher price point or they haven't tried yet. And so it's not always their go-to spot. They know what's going on. And so it's a lot of new people at new places expecting to have the best night, or also trying to impress their partner. And so the stakes are just real high. And that can, be combustible at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're also, I think a lot of restaurants, on one hand, you've probably got the restaurant owner being like, hey, this is a great way to get people in the door. Let's do a prefix meal. And then on the other hand, you've got the chef and all the cooks and everybody going, now we're changing everything. Now we're going to change our entire menu just for one night. And we've just got steaks coming off the grill all night long. What are we going to do with all the rest of the food? So yeah, I can imagine that it would be super tricky and sort of bittersweet on a night like that. Well,
that's why we should cancel Valentine's Day.
No,
I'm putting in
incorrect.
Cancel it. It's not good for America. Cancel. I'm running on that platform.
I like that the only man is the one saying to cancel it. Maybe.
I love it. Sarah loves it, and I love that.
Good.
It, and I make it. I listen. It's our anniversary,
but he doesn't go out.
Her birthday and Valentine's Day, all within like a couple months. So I'm like, by the time Valentine's Day, I'm tapped out. I got to be honest.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm tired.
The only thing
Too
I
much
will
sex,
say to anybody about Valentine's Day is the worst noise that I ever hear is when people say, oh, well, I can love them on every day. Like, I love them every day, so why Valentine's Day? So why not Valentine's Day? I hear that, like, every day for us is Valentine's Day. Great, then actually make Valentine's Day Valentine's. Just go the extra mile.
Yeah, what would you do?
Even if a girl, even when you think your wife isn't into it, or even when you think your partner isn't into it, you should still do it. Because otherwise, the worst thing is, like, you go back to work, your friends are like, what'd y'all do for Valentine's Day? The worst thing to say is, oh, we love each other every day. Wah, wah, wah.
We watched some Seinfeld and went to bed.
Get out of here.
Well, I feel bad about not giving one of you a Valentine, but this gold star should make up for it. Let's see.
I said the stuff about the sex.
I am gonna go with I really liked the sound of Jeff's dinner. Yeah. I'm a romantic.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
I mean,
make it for you,
a
baby
nice
girl.
Filet, a nice salad. Wow, I am losing. I'm not getting Valentine's from Damaris or Nikki right now. I can see it. So sorry, but Jeff Mauro, this love round is yours.
Love her.
And Damaris, you get a conversation heart sticker because you take the ick out of sticker. And Nikki Dinki, you get a somebody loves you sticker. Happy Valentine's Day, you all. Okay, let's see. Right now, we've got Nikki with a gold star. We've got Jeff with a gold star. Damaris, this is your round.
Oh, boy.
We're going to step out of confessions of love into a different type of confession. Have you ever pretended to be sick to get off work or skip out on a date? Recently, one of your homies, Jeffrey, a man in Vicenza, Italy, was reportedly discovered by authorities to have collected over $1 million euros in disability checks for his blindness. The only issue was he wasn't blind. In fact, he'd faked being blind for 50 years. He got found out when suspicious auditors recorded him, get this, trimming his hedges with power tools.
Every time, the power tools.
This got me thinking. It's confession time. Panel, what is the most surprising food fake out you've ever pulled? What you got? Nikki.
Okay, listen. I've based my whole career on vegetables, okay? That's what I cook. That's what I do. I put them in things. It's all sorts of vegetables. And I actually hate 3 vegetables. And I think the last one is the most surprising. Okay, are you ready for the list? Number 1, olives. Okay. I know, and that's not it's a vegetable, but it's, we get it.
Okay.
Brined, it's just not for me. I will make a face like this. Okay, olives. But that's not the worst one, I don't think. The second one, beets.
Okay.
Oh, I love
What do
them.
you think about beets?
Love them.
I know. Okay.
I love beets.
Okay, I know. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
gosh, but you put them in so much stuff, right? Don't you put them in your muffins and stuff?
Yeah,
Exactly.
She's a burger.
Because I actually don't love these vegetables. I find ways to creatively put them into my recipes. So it only helps spark my creative things. But the third one is the simplest and maybe the most surprising. I don't think I've ever told anyone this. And there are times in my career where I've lied and said that I like this vegetable, but only raw. Cooked, I can handle it. But raw carrots. I know.
No.
Raw carrots.
I don't like cooked carrots.
No, I can do cooked. I can do cooked carrots, but raw carrots every time. I don't love it. Like baby carrots. Oh,
That's
my
a whole
kryptonite.
different. Baby carrots are terrible, but like the good, nice
They are
carrot,
really
fresh
terrible.
carrot, boom.
No, let's cook them. Let's do some things. Let's glaze them. Let's roast them. Let's do all the
Let's
things.
cover them in sugar and then they taste
Puree 'em. Yeah, let's cover them in sugar and I am good. But you make me eat that out of the ground and you got a different story. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Now you know.
All right. Jeff, do you have something that people don't know about you? You actually don't like jardinera?
The whole economy would crumble if I said that out loud. By that, I mean the local jardinera economy. Which I'm currently owning. No, but here's the thing.
Of course.
I pretend these are on every tasting menu. Speaking of you go to a prefix menu, it's always a course. And I always got to really muscle through it. And everybody loves them. And I pretend all the time to like them in a group setting.
I think we're the same. We're going to say, we'll say it at the same time.
Okay, I'll say it at the same time.
We'll say it
Ready?
at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Oysters.
Scallops. Okay.
Okay.
Because I think oysters too is in the same.
Similar.
I'm same. I feel the
You
same.
don't
way.
like scallops?
Oh, you give me a scallop and I'm looking at this little piece of
I love
knuckle muscle. And
Custard?
You're like, and then it's always so, I don't know,
Salt?
minerally
Salty?
to me. I don't know. I just don't like it's a textural thing for me. So I pretend to like them though, because Sarah loves them. Even though she doesn't know, she's like, oh, I'm like, no, this is it. This is the time that it's going to click with me. And here's the irony. I love making scallops too. Love it.
Do you have a particular technique? Like dry them off, hot pan, anything special?
medium hot, not even a hot pan, just find that heat level
medium hot.
in that perfect pan and just enough fat to really get it crusty. I love it. I'll make them, but I don't want to eat them though.
Damaris, was oysters going to be
I
yours?
like oysters sometimes, but I don't like when they're like, let's get some of all of the oysters, right? And then you get the big old nuggets. And it's so much, it's the large ones. It's the super big, and you're like, okay. And everyone is so cool, and everybody's like, let's have raw oysters, and I love them so much. You got to get them good, and only in the months, that don't have an R or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's a moment when I'm like, you can do this, and it gets in, and you're like, it's a loogie. It's a giant loogie, and I have to swallow it now. And I can deal. It's the size. When they get jumbo, when everybody starts being like, "Oh, they're so big," that I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that at all. Yeah. Those sort of warm water oysters where you actually have to chew a little bit.
Gotta pop it.
I don't love those. Yeah,
You get
a little small, delicate Kumamoto. I'm completely
Little something
into,
on
but
it.
yeah, the big ones. I'm like, roast that guy.
Yeah, do something with it.
fry
I
'em.
feel like I'm like boogie boarding sometimes when I'm eating an oyster. It's like, yeah, you're like, it's all there, and then you go into the sand, and then you get and you're like eating salt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
See,
Just let
we're all
it-
pretending. We're all pretending at those
We are all
chefy dinners that
pretending.
we love it. That we're like, oh,
Well,
great.
listen, our Italian friend did this like super long con, right? It was 50 years that he pretended to be blind. Is there anything like a family recipe or something that you're known for or something your cuisine is known for that you have done the longest con
I have
for?
one.
Oh, Damaris is
I'm
ready.
ready. So
Go.
I have my signature. I don't know why I'm telling everybody this. I have a signature bourbon cake that sometimes, listen, it happened once. I was running late. The cake didn't work. I was supposed to bring a cake. So I got this bundt cake from the store. It's a sour cream bundt cake. It has a glaze on it. And I poke it and I glaze it with bourbon. I just pour bourbon on it. And
Yeah.
because it already has sugar,
wow.
it makes a syrup that soaks into the cake, right? And now everyone asks for my signature bourbon cake. They've asked for it at events. I don't know how to make the cake. I've tried to like reverse engineer to make it, but it's so highly processed that I can't. So I've showed up to events with my signature bourbon cake. I got the cake from the store and put the bourbon on it. It's terrible. It's shameful,
Shame.
you guys. It's
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you
Shame.
just came clean.
That's
That was
amazing.
very
listen, I've
vulnerable.
told lots
Damaris.
of people that help me in the kitchens. Like it'll be like, you need cake for $1,500. I'm just at the store getting the cakes, and then like workers in the kitchen are like, "This is your signature." I'm like, guys, let me tell you, this is how it started.
Hey man, if you can do it, you got to do it. Anybody else got a long con of a food they
No,
don't really like?
I'm
They haven't told
amazing. I
anybody?
don't do things like Damaris. That's weird.
I'm being honest here, guys. It's Valentine's Day.
No, I just usually say all my things up front, like, oh, this is a box of cake mix and this is that, like I'm probably too brutally honest. So yeah, it's really just Damaris, it sounds like. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I will make you feel better, Damaris. There is this thing that my mom always makes. It's this combo of ingredients that is in a lot of Indian sweets where I come from. And it's a combo of fresh coconut, jaggery, which is brown sugar, and cardamom. And that stuffing goes in every blessed thing. And it was only this most recent trip when I went to India, like a year and a half ago, that I finally said to my mom, I don't like it. She looked at me like, what? Because she couldn't figure out why my kids were not into it. And I was like, especially if like your sweets are like highly processed sugar and chocolate and marshmallows, like coconut and brown sugar just do not stand a chance. And I finally did tell her, I was like, I just don't think it's that great. And that was a rough couple minutes.
And then
like,
she
what has
disowned
America
you.
done to my child?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I, unlike our Italian friend, well, actually, me and my Italian friend can see clearly now. And I can see who gets the gold star. And it is Damaris. That was an act of such vulnerability.
All right.
Really.
And bravery. I'm telling you, Nikki had it. Nikki had it. But then Damaris came in.
I've got something. I'm a total fraud. What? All my muffins don't have vegetables in them. I don't even like vegetables.
Let me have my star, Nikki. Let me have
fine.
it. I need this today.
I know you do.
That's so funny. Okay, well, Justice is blind, and so is this batter scoring a Grand Slam sticker. That goes to Nikki. And what is more Italian than a chow riding a Vespa, sipping a cappuccino? That sticker's for you, Jeff Mauro. So let's do a quick little recap. At the moment, we are tied. We've got each one of you with a gold star. Am I right about that? Yes, I cannot believe it. So the Quickfire is going to decide it, ladies and gentlemen. The tension, the pressure, it's just like Valentine's Day in a kitchen. Okay, you all are no strangers to tournament competitions, but here you only have to judge. This is the Quickfire round. And in this round, only one spud will rule them all. It's a royal rumble of fried potatoes, a clash of the Tuba Titans. Okay, I will announce the face-off. You three vote who's moving on to the next round. Are you ready?
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Round 1. Poutine. Classic poutine or poutine with tots? Who wins? A?
A, classic poutine.
B.
A.
Okay, so the winner of round 1 is classic poutine. Classic poutine versus the Jersey Kid disco fries.
Poutine.
Disco fries.
Poutine.
Oh, poutine wins. Okay, classic poutine or the Heartland hero chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese fries.
Poutine.
Sorry, Jeff.
I mean,
chili
I got to be
cheese
honest.
fries
Damaris set it
wins.
up for me, so I have to be nothing but honest from here on out.
There you go. Yes, that is true. Yes, truth always wins. Okay, so what did we do? Chili cheese fries. All right, chili cheese fries versus the Spanish sensation papas bravas.
Chili cheese fries.
Papas Bravas.
I think I have to. I mean, this is going to pain me, but I think I have to go Papas Bravas.
Ooh.
I know. I
wow.
hate saying it out loud. I hate saying it out loud.
Wow.
I really do. But I'm just there.
Okay. All right, so this is the final one. Papas bravas or the pride of Ireland, the toast of London town, spice bag. Have you guys heard of spice bag?
That's the
Spice bag is like chips, curry sauce, chicken, vegetables, all in a bag. Shake it up. Put it in your gob. What do you think?
Bravas.
Okay.
Bravas.
Bravas.
Yeah, that's what I want to eat. Those potatoes. Ooh.
You know what? Can I go back? I want chili cheese fries now.
Okay.
I'm surprised. Okay, well, we do have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. It is Papas Bravas. See you later, taters. There can be only one. The winner of the Royal Rumble is Papas Bravas. And now you know who starched the set. Let's see who struck out and who hit a home fry run today. Okay, that's enough potato puns. I can barely get my mind around them.
I know, it was impressive.
Ooh, let's see. I am going to go with, I agreed with Nikki most of the time in that quickfire round. And so Nikki.
I could feel her taking it from me.
Same.
Stop. Hold the applause. Please, everyone, stop. It's fine. Thank you. No, please, not necessary. No, stop.
Please stop. No, don't stop. Nikki, you are the queen of Around the Table today. And so go ahead and trot around the bases, wave to the crowd, and tell your adoring fans whatever you dang well please for 30 seconds.
Wow. Okay. And the clock starts now. Well, my adoring fans, if you guys know, me and that lovely lady on your screen, Damaris Phillips, have a podcast. It's called That's Fun, where not only do we eat fun food, but we talk about how to have more fun in life, both through things to do, like tips for things in winter or with your friends, to introspective things on how to make ourselves our best selves so we can have the most fun. It's almost as much fun as this podcast and this show all together. So just listen
Crowd
in.
goes wild, and you all have been a wild crowd. Thank you for that, Nikki. Very excited to listen into That's Fun. Thank you so much, Damaris, Jeff, Nikki. That is today's episode, and we'll see you again on next week's Around the Table.